Hey y'all. Hey there, it's Dazzler, also known as DASL, DASL. Just reaching out to let you know some information about me. Mindstalkers, what's it about, where did the idea come from, that sort of thing. So the idea came to me back in high school in 10th grade. I really love this story, this book by Jeannie Coach, Ginikoch, called Touched by an Alien instead of Touched by an Angel. The story was very much a romance, very much appropriate for those over the age of 18, but it was still a really good story. Very action packed, very cool, but I wanted to create a book that had me, someone that looked like me in it, but they're still doing cool sci fi stuff. So, one of the things I did was decide one night to pull out my laptop and start typing. So within a week, I had over 100,000 words typed up, and I hated the first draft and trashed it. Then I started to write more drafts and trash them and write more and more and more. And then before you know it, I was in the working world in my mid 20s, hating insurance, being an agent. So I was like, okay, I need a place to call my own. So I created the world. I chose Tampa. It was up and coming and more bustling with activities and not too far from my hometown. I love the fact that the character could visit the lab one day and then the next day go back to her apartment or hang out with her friends. So the character's name is Solstice Bellatrix. She's plus size. She's in her mid 20s at the time of writing. The first book, it was early 20s. Now she's in her mid 20s in the Mindstalkers series. She is a more no nonsense, try to stay to herself type of personality, but she comes out of her shell, especially after meeting the love interest, Alexander Ward, also known as AJ for short because his middle initial is Jacques. And how he's named is very interesting. He is a mind stalker who was created by a queen. So, a mind stalker is a parasitic entity. It's a sentient entity, and once it infiltrates the brain of its host, that host becomes a vessel. Well, he had a mutual symbiotic relationship with his parasite, and when he was infected the first time, he was named Jacques. His human name was Jacques. Then, as time went on, and he lost his human body, he was placed into a new body, which is the body that Solstice knows as AJ or Alexander. So he named himself, he gave himself the last name Ward because he's a guardian, and he's just a pretty chill dude. He does stand up for his woman, and he is also a top secret agent volunteer who works for Edge, and not to mention he's telepathic. Unlike Solstice, I did not give her the ability to be telepathic. I thought it would be cool to have one character who could read minds and the other one who just has to guess or ask questions or be more into that person's life. So that's a little bit about Mindstalkers, and more to come in the future. Bye.